also sending one juvenile to the hospital with burn injuries. Good evening this Saturday. I'm Cristina Rendon. Dozens of people on the peninsula are now better prepared in the event that a disaster or emergency strike. Identity of a woman killed in a crash in the East Bay. The Contra Costa County coroner has identified the victim as 18-year-old Sania Benga from Pittsburgh. Earlier today, we spoke with Sonoma State Professor David McEwen about the calculations being made by the Harris campaign on choosing a running mate. In Colorado, the quarry fire is burning near the Denver Metroplex area. More than 600 homes have been evacuated and more than 480 acres have burned. Fox's Elias Sims spoke with residents from the area who have been watching firefighters try to contain the flames. We are getting more details on the multi-billion-dollar settlement for Maui wildfire victims as we near the first anniversary of the disaster. A man drowned in the American River outside Sacramento today. First responders were dispatched to the Biden administration revoked a plea deal this week that would have spared the 9/11 terrorists from death row. As Fox's Lucas Tomlinson shows us, the reversal here drawing praise from victims groups and lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. Basic training combat with the military will be ramping up soon to meet the challenges of possible future wars. The Army says it plans to add. The largest county in Arizona is now in custody, accused of killing his wife. The U.S. warning American citizens to get out of Lebanon as soon as possible as fighting intensifies between the Israeli military and Hezbollah militants. Fox's Alex Hogan is in Tel Aviv with the latest. In Somalia, at least 32 people were killed and another 63 were hurt during an attack at a hotel. An AP review is casting doubts on a recent Venezuela government election result. The three Americans exchanged in the U.S.-Russia prisoner swap back with their families this weekend after being detained for months, some even years. Fox's Mike Tobin is in San Antonio with more. As you just heard, former President Trump said this week's prisoner swap sets a terrible precedent. Factcheck.org found President Trump's negotiated several prisoner swaps with foreign adversaries during his time in office, the last coming right before the 2020 election when he brokered a deal to free two Americans being held hostage by Iranian-backed militants in Yemen in exchange for the release of more than 200 Houthi rebels held in Oman. On our political show, the issue is Alex Michelson sits down with longtime pollster Frank Luntz. San Francisco is closing after more than 6 decades in operation. Glen Park Hardware near Chenery and Diamond in the city's Glen Park neighborhood is shutting down after 61 years in business. That's according to the Glen Park Association. New figures show that more than half of Bay Area homes are taking more than a month to sell. California is launching a new designation program to reward communities for maintaining clean and safe environments. Chabot College hosted an annual fair today benefiting Spanish-speaking families who have family members with special needs and disabilities. An army of volunteers were out today in San Mateo giving away thousands of backpacks to families in need. Thousands of people headed to Pacifica this morning to watch this World Dog Surfing Championship. Yes, you heard it right. Four-legged friends taking on the big waves. KTVU's Amanda Quintana takes us there. Well, a dozen dogs aimed at helping blind people are now more comfortable navigating public transportation. Never like this. I've been saying it like the past few years. We're so used to the foggy, the cold, you know. And it's
I'm seeing us finally realize some average high temperatures in our inland areas by Friday and Saturday, but that's a long time still. Yeah, our AC bills are kind of high, aren't they?
They are, because I'm inland too. All right, welcome back. It's time for sports this Saturday night. Today was finally the day that one of the best linebackers to ever play the game of football, 49ers great Patrick Willis, was inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Hall of Famer Willis. Well, the Giants were looking to take control of their series against the Reds. USA men's basketball team put themselves in a great position to win their 5th straight gold medal.
What do you prefer, the summer or the winter games?
Summer. All
Me
the time.
too.
And like gymnastics.
Well, I like to see their expressions. You can't do that when they're all,
covered up. That's true. Roberta, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us here on the 10 o'clock news. Next newscast is mornings on 2, 7 a.m. weekends. Good night, Bay Area.